Hello. Well, here I am. Well, I just wanted to come up and give you an update. Well, as you can see, many of you saw that in Japan is starting to go up a little bit the cases miraculously. I don't know how that happened. It took only what 2-3 weeks, and we are like what 10,000 cases already. But Japan, it's well, I don't know. The big cities, it's a problem in the big cities. Because here in where I live, it's a little bit, not so crowded, so we can kind of keep our distance from each other, staying indoors and all that. But in Tokyo, it's bad. In Tokyo, it's a little bit difficult because there's a bunch of people in there. Yeah, but well, we do what we can, and I hope you do the same. But just be careful, because I saw on the news that some states in the United States, they said that, okay, we're gonna go slowly back to normal, working, whatever. The beaches are open and all that, so I hope there is not going to be a second wave, because that is bad, so be careful with that. But yeah, well, I'm the stitch that I did two days ago, I think, was the beautiful simple stitch. And many of you said, well, it's a front post single crochet. Yes, it is. It is a front post single crochet. But you have to understand that many of my viewers, they don't like to work with front post, back post. So the moment that I open my mouth and I say, okay, this is front post single crochet, they will just click off and that's it. They're not going to stay. And it's a shame not to do that stitch. It's such a beautiful stitch. So I said to myself, I better pretend like I don't know this stitch. Because for God's sake, it's front post single crochet. What, we keep working with this stitch, yeah. So I said, I'm gonna do this like I don't know, and I will just explain. Go to the last stitch that you work, and then get the next one, and so on. And I hope people will not be, intimidated. Because to be honest, many times when I started, I said to myself to crochet, I said to myself, no, front post, back post, no, don't give me that. I have none of it. Well, but seeing so many stitch, patterns, so nice, so beautiful that you can do with front post, back post, I said, well, I'm gonna, face my fear and try this back post and front post. And yeah, it took some time to get accustomed, especially with the back post. But after a while, it just went smooth sailing. So I said, wow, this is easy. So I want many of you that you feel intimidated by front post, back post. Either it's single crochet, half double crochet, it doesn't matter. It's not difficult. Just practice and you will see how easy and fun it is. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to answer the comments, but it's a front post single crochet. I know that. But many of you feel, because I'm sure the moment that I open my mouth and I say, well, this stitch is worked with front post single crochet, that's it. Many of you are gonna click off and you're gonna say, well, looks beautiful, but it's too difficult. I don't like it. I don't like to work with that. So yeah, but it's a beautiful stitch. I tried, flat back and forth, the front post single crochet. Yeah, it looks okay, but I wanted something that will be different, that will be gorgeous. So I was thinking, okay, I will try to work in rounds, so that it's, it came up. I just wanted to know the name, because I'm sure, it's front post single crochet, but working in rounds, it must have a name, that stitch. Or we just say front post single crochet in rounds. I don't know. Yeah, but well, I'm trying this camera. This is the camera that I film the tutorials with. My laptop is very small. The memory is very short. I don't have much, so first of all it gets hot, and the fan starts to work, and then it's saying that the disk is full or something like that. When it comes for technology, I'm horrible. I don't know much about how you say the technology. But I would like to try the how you say to that stream, live stream. I would like to try that, but I will be scared to death to do that. Just to have a chat with you, not me just in front of the camera and commenting, and I have to answer your comments, and I love doing that, and the more my channel grows, the more I have more comments, and sometimes it takes me a day or two to answer to you, but I'm trying my best to go and you know, come and answer to you, at least to say thank you, or you know, you're very welcome, because you took your time to leave that comment. You could have done something else, you know. But yeah, this stitch, for example, you know, I have a stitch that I changed the order. This stitch, I think not this one, I think was with like a shawl stitch. I put it, and was a little bit bumpy. It's like bumps. So some of you don't like so bumpy, the texture to be so bumpy. So I was thinking, okay, what will happen and how the stitch will look if I change the order of the stitches. For example, with the shawl, with the bumpy one, I think we start with half double crochet, and the third stitch was the slip stitch, and I think that last it kind of closes, makes it like a bud, the slip stitch. So I changed the order for this one. So I changed the order, which it's what we start with a slip stitch, half double crochet, and then a double crochet, and it's really nice. And it has this, I don't know, if you try, you will see it has like lines that will pop out, like that beautiful, the front post single crochet will pop out when you pull for half double crochet or the double crochet, the loop, and it looks really nice. I'm looking a little bit up because I have the screen of the camera there, and see if I'm going somewhere else. Yeah, I never tried filming with this camera to face, you know, the camera in my face. No, I don't like to be in front of the camera. It's just so uncomfortable to me. Because, well, I'm a person that I like to work behind the scenes. I like to be behind the camera, and I don't like to be in front of the camera. But like my husband or my brother-in-law, they will say, they said, you know, you have to come at least once in a while to talk to people, you know, they're subscribed to your channel. You at least to know the face behind the camera. I think, oh, all right, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, again, you know, my English is not my native language, so I might make mistakes, but you know, I'm trying my best not to make mistakes. But well, it is what it is. You get it. Well, I wanted to ask you, because I think this stitch, every YouTube channel crochet did this stitch. So this stitch is the basket weave stitch. Well, I want to ask you if you want me to do this stitch, because it's no, you know, to be honest, the stitches that I do for myself, and of course I want to share with you and the world. But the stitches that I do just for me, because I don't know how to read the pattern. I don't know how to write a pattern, you know, to be really efficient. Maybe I can do it, that only the language that I will understand, or the expressions, but still it's pain in the neck. I don't want to write it down. So I start doing these tutorials, that when I like to do a project or I show a stitch to a client, then the client will choose the stitch, the look of the stitch. So I was thinking, okay, I will do this on YouTube. So when I want to do something, I will just go to my channel, look for the stitch, watch the video, and remember the stitch. Because many of you ask me, how many stitches, how many chains shall I put for this blanket? And I did a stitch like maybe 2 years ago, and I'm like, for God's sake, it's not possible for me to remember the multiple of that stitch. It's either even, odd, or whatever multiple. So I have to go back and watch the video and see in the beginning where I'm telling you where is the, you know, which is the multiple. For God's sake, I give you the multiple. So please, just, because I don't want to offend you by not answering your comment, but I'm sure I give you the multiple. Either I give you the multiple, or I'm telling you it's even number or it's an odd number. So to do a blanket, I don't know how big is your bed or your couch, or you want to make that just a lap blanket. I don't know these things, so I cannot tell you how many chains you should change for a blanket. you know, it's common sense. It's common sense to say, okay, this is the multiple, then I'm gonna chain, and I'm gonna put that chain on the couch, on the bed, to see how, if it reaches, if I have to add more or I have to take less, you know, out, and all that. And please don't ask me how many chains you have to chain for a blanket. Please don't, because I don't want to offend you. I don't want to feel like I'm rude by not answering your comment. And I know one of you asked me, I forgot the name, to do a hat with the bean stitch. So I if you watch, I didn't forget you. Yeah, so I will do it soon, but I will do it. Yeah, don't, because I told you that I will do it, but I didn't tell you the time frame. So I know that I have to do that. Yeah, but I will do it the way I do it, the lazy way. I call it the lazy way. I'm sorry, I'm not with increasing, decreasing. Don't give me that. I don't do that. Some of them I don't do. Most of them I don't increase, I don't decrease. I just do my lazy way, and you know, might not be the nicer things, but you know, there are two ways that you can do that. That hat, the lazy way. So I will do that. Yeah. But yeah, this is it. I brought Charlie with me when I was trying to record on the laptop, just for you to see him. But then, well, it didn't record. I don't know why. They said that the disk is full and the laptop was hot, so it didn't record, or it didn't close the. I don't know. Yeah, but Charlie's fine. Charlie, it's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, well, if you want me to do this stitch, please do tell me. The basket weave, it takes a lot of yarn, will eat a lot of yarn, and it's not something that, you know, you have to pay attention to these things a little bit, but still you have to pay attention. I think this one, it's much easier, this this basket weave, the way it is like that, than the diagonal basket weave. The diagonal, no, that it's like it's not difficult, but you have to be concentrated on that, and it's not quite well, it goes fast, but maybe when I retire I will do that. Until then, no, I'm not gonna do that stitch. So yeah, well, what can I say? I hope you're okay, and maybe I will try that live stream. Oh my god, I'm bad with technology. I'm really bad. I'm not saying just to, because some of my viewers oh, it's laughable. Oh, but you talk about things, you like to complain. Okay, well, when you meet your friend and your friend asks you, hey, how are you? Are you good? You say good, or sometimes you say, well, you know, yeah, I'm good, but you know, I just had an issue with this thing or whatever. We talk about our problems, and I like people to talk about their problems, because maybe one day I will face that problem. And because you solve that problem, maybe I know how to fix that problem. Or if I don't know how to fix the problem, by telling you my problem, you will have an idea how to fix the issue. Yeah, oh boy. I don't leave the comments, because the comments are under review. I see the comments first, and if I don't like it, I just delete it or block you altogether. I have no issue, no shame in blocking people. If you cannot be nice, don't even bother to leave a comment, because you know you're gonna be blocked. So yeah, well, I would like to come and talk, but you know, sometimes people say, oh my god, you're complaining too much. Well, life is a bitch. We have issues, problems, and we have to deal with that. Yeah, when you have a problem, your sink, you know, pipes break down, well, you go to a plumber. Why don't you fix it yourself? Stop complaining, just fix it. Yeah, well, I'm ranting now. But yeah, well, I hope you're good. Well, just be careful, because they might say, you know, just go back to work and everything it's okay. Still, please wear a mask. Yeah, even if they say we can go back to work, just wear a mask. It's the safest way. Yeah, at least until maybe end of June. Yeah, maybe it's, you know, not so many cases and all that. But we, for example, we are still in the house. We're still trying to, you know, with the mask, gloves and all that, keeping the distance between people and all that. It is what it is. We humans, we adapt. We, you know, it's a shock first, and then, you know, we come up with brilliant ideas how to protect ourselves, you know, just to survive. Otherwise, if the human brain will be so dumb, will be extinct in no time. But, well, we do what we have to do, yeah. Okay, guys, well, thank you for being on my channel. Thank you for, you know, watching my tutorials, and thank you for leaving the comments. I'm trying my best to answer your comments, but sometimes I'm busy, so I will give you a heart or a like, and, you know, you have to understand it's not easy. That the moment that the channel keeps growing, more comments, so I'm trying my best to find days that I will just, you know, go there and just say thank you for, you know, being on my channel and leaving a comment, yeah. Okay, take care of yourselves, and we'll talk soon.